here once again, people, and welcome to yet another endeavor into the random QC-based files, all around this period in 1996. Alright, so this time around, we're apparently going to be checking out something called Morningstar, specifically 1.09b, but that really doesn't matter now, does it? Yeah, this is pretty crazy, but apparently we have two different ways we could do it. We could do it using the code, or we could use the pack file. I'm using a pack file just to make it easier this way. Let's see here. There's a lot of different features, but I'm not really sure exactly how you pull the weapon. Yeah, it's basically a weapon. It sounds like it's Morningstar. Let's see here. There's a lot of different modifications and whatnot like that. You know, there are a lot of different fixes and whatnot to the different versions. But at the same time, like I said, I'm trying to think exactly the whole thing is. The best keeps getting better. Other mods he plans for some new sounds as soon as he gets adds to his sound room, and maybe a new player model for deathmatch. The last one's kind of iffy. Without MDL to 3DS converter, it's impossible to change the old player model. And I really don't want to make 90 or so 3DS meshes just to add the hook to the player model. Even though you can fix your many bugs yourself, he'd appreciate if you could email any comments, suggestions, or bug reports to him. After all, if nobody reports his mistakes, how is he supposed to avoid making more mistakes in the future? Special thanks to him, who assisted me in my struggle against id shift-dipping schedule, and who set up a 28.8 server to give me a chance to play with my little hook at deathmatch. Darko for his cool hook mesh, even though I didn't use it. Maybe for my harpoon weapon add-on, and Railed for his help in getting Util 3D to work. And yes, it's a Morningstar, but at the same time, it sounds like it's more of a hook weapon. Well, so I'm trying to actually figure out exactly how to use the weapon. Like, where exactly is it? I'm not seeing it. It's supposed to have like a new model or something like that. So it's like I'm trying to figure out like, yeah, he doesn't tell me exactly how to pull up the weapon. Game? You didn't tell me the most important thing, you know, how to actually get the stupid weapon. That's kind of the problem. He's not really telling me the most important thing here, how to get the freaking Morningstar in the first place. Yeah, I'm not really sure I understand. Yeah. Like, I'm just trying to get the freaking Morningstar to appear. This ain't a Morningstar, this is that. This is a shotgun. I'm happy to have taught you these things, people. Let's see here, there's gotta be a freaking Morningstar. I just don't know how to get one. What am I doing? Plus 9. Let's see here. Did the handguns look different? Anything do it different? Yeah, I'm trying to think exactly how to get this freaking Morningstar weapon. There's one in there, but it doesn't seem to do anything. Game. Huh, this isn't ideal. This is not ideal at all. I'm trying to figure this bloody thing out. I mean, it's in there. It's been installed. I just don't know how to pull it up. That's kind of the problem. You need to tell me these things. You can't just expect me to know what impulse key you use. Aha, here we are. Okay, so we need to use Impulse 21 and Impulse 112. How in God's name was I supposed to know those two numbers? Those are like totally different numbers. So 21 and 112. So this is why the world is terrible. Because who in God's name would think of that? Impulse 21. And there's our Morning Star. Yeah, look at that thing. Impulse 112. Programmed by Tyler D. Yeah, that's the credit screen right there. But yeah, the Morning Star, as you see, is this thing right here. Looks like a giant freaking flail. It's simple to use, but difficult to use correctly. Press the attack button to fire the Morning Star. If it makes contact and you're still holding the attack button, you will be pulled up to it and held there until you release the star. So it's like a grappling hook. So it's like you click, you press, you go. As you see, you need to hold it down in order for it to work. As you see, you can like control it to like move all around creation. So what happens if like I do it to the teleporter there? Very convenient way to fly around. As you see, if you control it just right, you can get around and die horribly. As you see, it doesn't require anything special. It doesn't even require ammo. But yeah, it's a grappling hook. That's really what it is. It looks like a Morning Star. It looks like a flare of some sort. But yeah, it's a grappling hook. Fully straightforward. Spiderman! Spiderman! I'm totally being excited. Oh my god, I made it up here! Okay, I made it up here, people! Well then, I made it on top of the world! Hooray for the grappling hook! Very interesting thing. But yeah, you can also change weapons while the star is attached to something. He didn't want to do it, since it makes the star ridiculously powerful as a weapon. But apparently the majority of Quake players won't use a weapon unless it's at least as powerful as a BFG 9000. No kidding, yeah, I've seen that a lot. You can't control the star while you're using another weapon though. To unhook the star, you have to change it back to it. So if you do like this, and you're like hugging this, owie! So as you see, die! Then it's like you go back to Impulse 21, and you drop. So yeah, you shoot, you switch this. Well, that really went bad. You can't like let go until you switch to the other weapon. So it's like, here we are, I'm hanging right up here, in a really horrible place. Die, zombie! So now let's just switch it back this way, so that way I press H. There we are! And that's how you get out of that mess. So as you see, grappling hook, bounce around, just do what you need. And you can play Spiderman or something like that. Hide in this little corner here. So you see, you can get totally different areas you could never get before with this thing. Because there's no limit to what you can do with it, really. If the hook... wait, where was I? I will change the star back to old style if I get enough complaints. For some reason, people only like the super powerful weapons until they get nailed by it themselves a few times. So, yeah, that's basically the thing of people. Everyone wants those super freaking overpowered weapons. Yeah, it annoys me, so I don't blame the author for saying all he's saying here. If the hook doesn't quite pull you up to a platform, you can press the jump key while hanging. This makes you move the chain downward to foot level. Usually this is enough to get you onto the platform. If you're trying to pull yourself up from the bottom of a platform through a half-inch hole, though, don't bother. I seem to be going up for something that's supposed to be going down. Yeah, this whole thing of going down by using a jump key isn't really working out for me. At all. You see, it still switches when you're in midair, so it's not that. And I'm not even like able to get up here. Really, it just bobs me up and down a little bit. Not really enough to really get up any surface, or like get down the foot level like he said it would do. Yeah, it's making me go up. So that feature doesn't seem to really work. But as you see, we got the Morningstar. We got the ability to have a chain and the Morningstar itself. Really interesting feature, to say the least. Like I said, it's like a grappling hook, but not. Because it's a flail. But, yeah, that's pretty much all this is. There's really not much to this. Like I said, it's a Morningstar. You shoot it, it flies, it does stuff. As you see, it seems to be a totally separate entity. It's not based on any of the world stuff that's already in there. It's just with the player model by default. So it's one of those weapons that just like starts with the player. It's something that basically you're going to be able to actually select and attack with. So that means that it's more like actually a custom weapon as opposed to a lot of these impulses where you just press a key, something happens, and that's it. Or, all the different weapon modes, whereby it's like intended to be something that's on top of another weapon or something like that. This is entirely done like something separate or whatnot. Now, there is like a grappling hook or whatnot, but I'm trying to see here if there is anything for this like new death message or something like that. But yeah, I'm not really seeing anything for the grappling hook itself. I don't think the grappling hook actually has any new custom messages there. For whatever reason, yeah, the grappling hook is just kind of the grappling hook. Because I don't think it actually kills people. It probably just like hits their body. Let's actually see what happens if we throw a grappling hook at an opponent. That's actually a good test. And in fact, let's actually do it on E1M7 because I think there's something a little different here that I want to actually check out. Anyway. Unguard! So you see, I discovered why waking Chthon is a mistake. There's now a custom death message for when you wake up Chthon people. Yes, something that's not been missing from the game since the beginning. A death message for Chthon is now properly working in this version. You got it actually working. So, wow, yeah, there's actually some little different death messages, like if you drop in lava. Well, that really didn't. But there's some in different areas or something like that that seems to be like doing different things. Let's actually get to another level because I want to get to a level where Impulse 21 it. I love it. It breaks the enemy. Just watch as I sit right here and like attack this enemy over and over. With the sound of a spawn, apparently. I was diced by a death knight? I don't think that's what it said before. So yeah, there's definitely different death messages in different places. As you see, you can't kill a person with this thing, so I am curious if there's a death message for this. You could totally kill things. In fact, you could basically just break the entire level like this. I love how much the game gets broken because of this gun. It's like, you just could break the entire game using the grappling hook. This is why grappling hooks in Quake is a bad idea. Because, yeah, look how easily I can break everything. I can just prevent enemies from attacking. Oh, you need to be looking at the opponent. Oh look, explosive container! I love how it didn't even blow up until I let go. So it's like, by killing me, they in turn killed themselves. But yeah, grappling hook. That really seems to be the case here of what exactly it is. I have to look into like this if there's actually a custom death message for that one. I don't think there is. There's no pickup because it's not really like an entity you can find in the world to pick up. It's kind of a weird scenario or something like that because it's basically a custom weapon that comes on the player to begin with, which then begs the question, is it actually a custom weapon? That's actually a good question now, isn't it? There's no custom death messages because it's not really something you can kill people with, except for that one way that you actually can kill people. So I guess if it's like player died or something like that, it's a custom thing. If it doesn't, then it's something that is something else. I guess I'll see exactly when we play with it, won't we? Anyway, I'm really done here. There's really not much to ramble about. Thank you all for watching, people. It's been pointless as usual, and I guess I shall see you all, well, next time.